exempted, or you have not been able to address the ones raised by Senator Katun, Sunday Marshall, on computer and the motor vehicles.
Okay. The last two questions, undergoing delivery of its core banking software. It's a project that was approved, I think, in 2019, but it's currently ongoing. And part of the delivery of that core banking software, we had to assess the entire computer system within the bank and discovered some are obsolete, which needs total change. Some we can still recover and update and upgrade. But majority of them, we need total replacement. So that's one of the hardware costs that the bank is carrying. The others are provision of softwares, like for you to provide internet banking, you need to have secondary backups apart from your primary hardware center. So we are paying for spaces to back up our systems, and this also costs money. We're also paying for linking all our branches online to the computer center. You're paying for redundancy. That's, you need backup for the primary producer. So all these are costs that add up. You have things like Microsoft 365 that you also pay for. You have Oracle software. You have, so there are so many third-party softwares that you also need to pay for. That's why the expenditure under the computer is so high. Then secondly, on the motor vehicles, majority of our branches are requiring updates of their motor vehicles. And then, of course, the new management just came in last year. So we had to buy vehicles for the new management that came in. So those are the areas where the expenses came from for vehicles. The type of vehicles we are buying mostly now are Changan, because we can't afford Hilux vehicles again, and so on and so forth. So we are going to, even the last approval we got from BPP, by the time we got ministerial tenders board approval, the prices had shot up almost 80%. So we've had to scale down on that. So those are the issues we are facing.
I don't know whether in my brief absence you've addressed your own asks. What are your expectations? You are here before us. What areas do you want our support as a committee oversighting your bank?
Thank you, distinguished chairman. Recently trying to tackle one, review of our FMBN Act and our NHF Act. These are quite outdated. Since 1992, they've not been renewed. So we are currently undergoing that process, and will soon be coming to the Senate for that. That's the first challenge. The second is the issue of recapitalization of the bank. It's a major issue that needs to be tackled. We have several proposals, and we've been working with the Bureau of Public Enterprise to see how best to raise this additional capital. Do we need to commercialize the bank, or do we need to maybe find private investors that we can bring in to also join with government in the ownership of the bank? So those are the issues we're looking at currently. And we also, I'm sure we'll come to the National Assembly for guidance on that. And then lastly, the issue of Business Facilitation Act, which was signed in recently. Before the Business Facilitation Act, the contribution of workers was expected mandatory across board, but the Business Facilitation Act made it optional for private sector contributors. And even though we've not seen a lot of exit, but there have been inquiries as to how the private sector contributors can exit from the scheme. So those are the challenges that we are currently facing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God very soon will notify you when the committee will be coming on oversight to your office, and we've been discussing with the Honorable Minister of Housing on a possibility of a retreat where all of us alongside the stakeholders will come together to discuss some of these issues and find ways forward. So thank you very much. We really appreciate your presentation.
Thank you, distinguished chairman.